Good Wednesday evening, everyone. David Paul here in the KHOU 11 Weather Center. Day before Thanksgiving. It's been a beautiful day today, and tomorrow's Thanksgiving forecast is as good as it gets. I can remember reporting for Channel 11 on the parade for Thanksgiving so many years. It's either uncomfortably warm and we're sweating out there, or it's bitter cold and we're freezing out there. Last couple of years, we had a couple of years with rain. Not last year, but year before, it rained. This year, it's Goldilocks. It's just right. Comfortably chilly morning and then a cool afternoon with sunshine. 66 on Thanksgiving Thursday. Doesn't get any better than that in Houston. Friday, you'll notice things are going to change. Clouds are going to thicken up. Wind turns southerly by Friday afternoon. That will warm us to 72 for a high on Saturday. But Saturday now includes a 70% chance for rain. Some of that rain may be heavy in the afternoon and evening. This is another cold front coming in. But ahead of it all day, it's going to rain off and on. Then the front comes through Saturday night with maybe some rain and thunder, and then pushing off the coast, bringing in some colder air for the second half of the Thanksgiving weekend. So Thanksgiving Turkey Day is beautiful, and I understand there's a big college football game on Friday. Hook 'em. And the weather for that should be nice and cool. And then things turn messy on Saturday. So if you're traveling Saturday, family coming in and out, you want to drive around, get some stuff done, be outside with the family and friends. Rain returns Saturday for sure. Colder next week as well. We may have a day Monday when we don't get out of the 40s with rain coming up this coming Monday. So that's a beautiful winter day by Houston standards. We don't get many of them like that, so I like them. I call them beautiful. Sunny and cool otherwise for Thanksgiving. Let's start with the temperatures across the United States right now. Comfortably cool in Houston now. We're dropping through the 60s into the 50s this evening. Oak City's at 44. Chicago's at 32. Chicago has had blizzard conditions off and on during the day. They've had a big storm, a snowstorm the last 18 hours across the Great Lakes. So they're a mess. They've got delays at the Chicago airport this evening. The rest of the airports all look like they're doing good. Let's see, Dodge City 39, North Platte 35, Rapid City 31, 15 at Bismarck. So much of the nation cold, but here's where the colder stuff is, and this is what we're kind of keeping an eye on. So Old Crow's at 5, Kuglucktuk's at 9, Alert's 2 below, Barrow's -8. I always first, when I go up here, I look at temps right here. Barrow, Alaska to Old Crow and Yellowknife. If Houston is going to see a really cold Arctic blast, or really temperatures are going to drop to freezing or below, it almost always starts with the coldest air here. Okay, not here over Kuglucktuk and not here over Moosonee. It starts in the northwest Klondike of Canada and Alaska. Why? Because that allows the air, if it's here, to come down the front range of the Rockies to slide down, something we call cold air damming. And that is where, that's just the spot that allows it to come right down into Texas and Houston. So the coldest air up here is right now in Barrow, Alaska. This time around, a lot of this cold air is going to head south into the lower 48, but it looks like it's going to take a little more easterly path. We're going to get a glancing blow, and that's why we're going to be cold as we head into the first part of next week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but not bitter, bitter cold this time around. Outside right now, gorgeous evening. Med Center's showing off. It's so beautiful. Herman Park's been beautiful all day. West Side's looking good. Cooling off now. Hobby 65, Sugarland 65, Brenham is 58, Huntsville 58. Little northeast breeze. Started out windy this morning, and then winds have really kind of settled down as we've gone through the day today. Skies remain mostly clear. There's some high clouds up there. They'll mix with the moon, but a beautiful evening. Temps just kind of slowly drift down through the 50s into the low 50s, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 a.m. That's Bush Continental Airport. I think neighborhoods outside of the urban heat island will definitely end up in the upper 40s for morning low temperatures. As we look at the modeling on this, Aldine 49, Acres Home 49 in the morning, Hunters Creek 51, Galena Park 49, Pasadena 49. Aldine 49, downtown near 50, Spring Branch 51, Channel U 48 on Thanksgiving morning. And then here we go. I'm going to show you all the Thanksgiving graphics I've got. Turkey trot. You running Thanksgiving morning? A lot of folks do this. It's going to be a beautiful morning to run. No wind, 40s. That's great for setting a personal best. No rain, just a beautiful sunrise turkey trot run. Sunrise is at 6:56 on Thanksgiving morning. And then here's Tom the turkey. Come on, Tom. Day parts looking good. 10 a.m. 56, partly cloudy. 1 p.m. 62, partly cloudy. 4 o'clock 64, sunny. And then back into the 50s on what should be a beautiful evening for taking a walk with a light jacket on Thanksgiving. Thank you, Tom. And then here's one more way to look at it. 40s in the morning, upper 40s, 60s. Mostly sunny skies, I think, overall in the afternoon on Thanksgiving. So here's the way the United States will look tomorrow. A little bit of snow across the Great Lakes, left over from the heavy snow and at times blizzard conditions across Chicago up to Detroit and Toronto. But the rest of the country, most of the country, very, very quiet. Portland will see some rain tomorrow. But that's it. That's the map. Oh, Miami gets rained on. Friday, increasing clouds across the state of Texas. You'll notice the clouds thickening up on Friday. A little more snow building here as the system hitting Portland comes into the middle part of the country. As that system moves in, it's going to grab moisture off the Gulf. We'll get a south breeze Friday and Friday night, and then that feeds moisture into this storm system, which brings rain to Houston and Dallas and maybe a thunderstorm. Houston, Dallas on Saturday and Saturday evening. Rain up the Mississippi Valley. St. Louis, a mix of rain, sleet, and snow. And then Chicago, more snow. So major airport hub, minor airport hub, major hub. We're probably going to see airport slowdowns on one of the busiest travel days of the year, Saturday after Thanksgiving, as folks come and go back to family and friends and home. And that's a lot of rain. You got a flight, just plan on hours in advance, checking and leaving for the airport, because not only will the flight may have issues, but also your drive into the airport. You know how this is going to go with rain on a busy Saturday after Thanksgiving at Busch or Hobby. Pack your patience, plan on extra time. And the rain may be heavy enough to cause some isolated flood issues. We're on a 1 out of a 4 scaled flood threat. We're in drought. All our drainage system channels are at the bottom of the channel. So we're not going to have bayou flooding or anything like that. But we may see some minor street ponding. Minor street ponding as you're going to the airport can very quickly become a major traffic issue. So keep that in mind. Heavy rain at times is possible as we go through the day on Saturday. Now let's look at the modeling on this. And this rain chance begins Saturday morning. Dallas to Houston, I-45 corridor, 59-69 corridor. That's 8 a.m. Saturday morning rain. So you can't escape it by leaving early on Saturday. Saturday, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, more rain and scattered thunder showers from Dallas to Houston to Shreveport. So rain chances return Saturday, widespread rain with a few thunderstorms Saturday. See the little blue line up here? That's the front coming in. That is going to squeeze out rain and thunder deep into Saturday evening and Saturday night. This is midnight, Saturday night into early morning Sunday. That's rain and some thunder. So it rains even through the evening and early overnight Saturday night into Sunday. By Sunday morning, I think we're clearing. This is Sunday noon. Rain ending, but turning colder. I think we spend most of the day in the 40s on Sunday. We might have highs in the low 50s, but that means we're going to spend most of the day in the 40s. This is the stronger cold front coming in. This is the glancing blow with the really bitter cold stuff heading to the east, but we'll get a glancing blow of the colder air. Looking ahead, the 2nd through the 6th, the first part of December is a little wetter than normal here, and then a little colder than normal here, and much colder than normal up toward Chicago and St. Louis. And they're going to have a bunch of snow on the ground by the time the holiday's over up there, and that'll just set them up for a cold December for sure. Warmer than normal in Florida. 7-day forecast then. Thursday's beautiful. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Clouds thicken on Friday. You can watch them roll in from the west-southwest as moisture increases from the Pacific and off the Gulf. Saturday, rain and thunder during the day and evening hours. Sunday, a lingering morning shower, then it exits. We're much chillier on Sunday. Monday, it just looks rainy and cold. What a mess. 42, 49. I hope you have the day off on Monday. Tuesday, 39, 56. and then rebounding to 63 on Wednesday. All right, that's where we stand. Enjoy the holiday tomorrow, everybody, and have a great